This is August 5th, 2017. Just came from Mexico today, straight from the border. Day 0 at Zen Mountain Center, Yokoji. I guess a monastery, a Zen temple for practicing Zen Buddhists, resident training center, whatever. And they live here, and they eat here, they work here, and they practice Buddhism here together. I am going to be joining them for a month. And why am I doing this? I'm doing this because, I don't know, I think it'd be interesting for friends, family, and people just to find out what it is that goes on up here, what people do up here, what benefits I get. I've done it enough times to kind of give this one a pretty good run, a pretty good go. You can just focus in on the internal side, which is not something a lot of people, number one, can do, nor do they really want to. Oh God, what the fuck am I doing here? Ugh. A lot of people talk about going out. Oh, it'd be great just to have time alone in the woods, in a cabin, even in a cabin, you know, and you're alone in the cabin or whatever. You have your fire going in your book, and you've got your stove, and you make your stew, or do your yoga, whatever you're gonna do. In a half hour, an hour later, you just start going, oh God, where's my phone? Where's my TV? Oh God, oh man, what have I done here? And it happens very quickly, and that's great. It's lucky that it happens so quickly. That's when you really have to begin doing it, and that's when most people say, whoa, this was a mistake. This is actually not healthy, and that's like the big deception. And it's just boredom, it's just restlessness, it's just attachment going, oh, whoa. And you come to places like this to realize that, to find that out. There's just a lot of silence. People up here are here to look inside and to look for answers and to have the time to rely on a schedule. I'm really here with an intention to very much focus on my inner self, so the inner goings on, just building a great awareness of that, and really watching my judgment side, which is going to inevitably come up, and really just sit in a lot of silence with that. And a lot of times if you do that really early, it's not so bad, but if you fight it a lot, sometimes it's really painful, and you have to sit there and sit through it. I told him I need to work for part of the time I'm here, which would be about 3 hours a day, or 3 hours of work. I would be working here, but I'd need to take those hours for my stuff. Normally you can stay for free, especially after 2 months. If you're doing well, you can stay for free, but if you're paying, they give you a little bit of free time. Otherwise you got to work. Meals, bed, everything like this. So I was given this room. There's no cell phone service here. There's no not a lot of internet. If I want to do anything really big, I'll have to go into town, which takes about a half hour, give or take, to get there. But I have a little bit of internet, so if I want to check stuff or just send emails and things like this, that's fine. But even watching YouTube videos, things like this won't work. Certainly not uploading video and having video conferences and stuff like that. I'll have to go somewhere else. Otherwise, it's quite accommodating here. Let me show you around. It's a bit of a mess right now, but this is the room. I just moved the desk from over here to over there so I can have a nice view. A bunch of stuff I'm going to organize here, the blanket and everything. Put it on top of the porn mattress that they've supplied me here at Zen Mountain Center. I'm just going to put that right here. Have a nice view of the moon that comes in. Yeah, these are the main. That's a woman's cabin right there. That hosts about 5 rooms there. And then the head monk's room in the background there behind, as you can see. Yeah, and then a pile of junk that I've got. This leads into the main office, which is closed. They've locked me out, which makes sense. I don't need to really be in there. Go out here if I need to relieve myself in the middle of the night. And I've got my own bathroom. Shower. That's a toilet right there. And everything. There I am. Hi, Mom. I've got my simple stuff here. I'm a man, that's all I need. And toothbrush, which isn't mine, but I'll just say it's mine for this. I do have a toothbrush. There's running water, hot water. Pretty nice. I'm getting this room, which is close to the Wi-Fi connection. I wasn't expecting it. It's actually quite generous. I've kind of got everything I need. It makes it kind of a perfect little place here, actually. And it'll serve my purposes quite well. In the meantime, I'll be participating in the schedule, meditating. There will be 1 week here, the third week, that opens the official practice period, which is 3 months in fall and then 3 months in spring. And that's where things kind of ramp up. But it opens up with a week-long intensive meditation, like 6, 7 hours, 8 hours of meditation, like 7 hours. You keep quiet, you don't look at anyone, you don't read, you don't write, listen to music, internet, you don't even look at anyone. You don't even look at anyone. And if you're talking, you're like, it's like a big rebellious excitation to talk. You just want to talk so much. But I'll do that. And that time I won't work. I'll be doing only that. And then 1 more week. And then that'll be it. I'm feeling okay. I kind of know what to expect. The only difference is you never know what types of people are going to be here. I know I'm going to get really tired in the beginning. It's usually like 7 hours of work that you do for the temple. But I'm going to have my energy to do that work. And then to also go on to my work. I think part of that too is eating, just not stuffing my face full of food here. It's going to be vegetarian. I know it sounds kind of funny, but I've done this so many times and so many expectations all the time. You're just always kind of run into a point of disappointment. But even observing that disappointment I'm like prepared to do this time. And really make an effort not to try to interact too much with people as much as I did. Like kind of sitting in gossip circles and things like this. But there's actually there's like really fun people here right now. Yeah, and then I'm keep my ideas flowing, what I come up with for the business, and kind of do video journals every day. I've got a lot going, and I've got a launch that I have to do on Sunday for a campaign that's been waiting for like 4 months. It's been ridiculous, and everything's been holding it back. And now it's the potential to be held back because I'm here is huge. So I have to get it done. It has to work. And luckily, I've got some great people that I'm working with, so we're going to make that work with them, and we're going to make this happen. So it's all very challenging, very cool. Here it is. Here I am, and I'm going to do it, and I'll check in every day. And we wake up tomorrow, 5:30, I can't remember, and it's still dark out, no matter what season it is. We start the day with meditation. I'll tell you a little more about the schedule tomorrow, what our schedule is during this time. In fact, I don't even know what it is, so I can't tell you right now. So it's about 5:30, something like that. Jordan O'Leary signing off. Hasta mañana.